Coming up on the sports desk, West softball clobbers Inglewood, and it was not pretty. The All-CIF honors were just announced. See who made the cut. And spotlight on a snowboarder's paradise. I'm taking you inside Torrance's Olympus board shop. Spoiler alert, boarding does happen by yours truly. We've got the who, what, where, when, and how. Let's get things started right now. Hey guys, welcome to the Sports Desk, your one source for all things Torrance sports. I am your host, Lesley Robins. For the next half hour or so, sit back and kick back as we give you a gateway to the brightest sports stars and hottest sports spots in Torrance. Before we get to the good stuff, we want to hear from you. Here are the social media stats. I'm at Lesley Mia. The show is at the Sports Desk TV. Find us, tag us, follow me. Our program is also on Facebook. We've got email. All the details are right there on the screen. Tell us what's going on and what we need to know, because when it comes down to it, this show is all about you. Now let's get you in the know with some numbers. One recent home game for West softball team proved once again why they are your 2018 CIF Southern Section champion. West dominated with a capital D Inglewood by a score of 18-0. Let's get into it. But seriously, when the score is 18-0, the highlights are really just watching the Warriors cross home plate 18 times. I mean, it was 16-0 by the third inning, and perhaps West just went easy on the Sentinels for the rest of the game, because even the scoreboard was apparently turned off at the bottom of the third. Broken, turned off, who really knows? West is now 9-6 overall, 1-0 in league play.
For today's game, we've never played Inglewood before, well, since in the 4 years that I've been here, so we didn't really know what to expect. So we started off as strong as we could, didn't want to go easy at all, prepared as well as we would for any other game, and just really try to do our best in the chances we had. Knowing we're the champions, we're kind of prepared for every team to be coming at us. No team's going to come at us easy. We know every team's going to start with their starters. They're all going to have their best players in, so each team is going to be preparing their best before they come play for us. And we know we have a target on our back, so we have to prepare a lot better for each game, knowing that each team is coming for us. But no matter who we play, we prepare the same. We pretend like we're playing the best team that we're ever going to face for each game. We do the same warm-up. We come together as a team usually before the games and talk about our goals for the game, and we just prepare as well as we can. I feel like from last year to this year, we had a lot of adjusting to do, losing a lot of the seniors that were starters. They all went to play college. But I think we've done a really good job this season, coming back, and we've still built a really strong team, and I think we'll still be really good this year. I think our pitcher, Camille, did really good pitching.
I was the pitcher for the first 3 innings, and as a pitcher, I feel like I am the leader of the team. So it feels really good when the team is has my back, and I know I can just always depend on them throughout the entire game. Today's game was good for us. It was like a confidence booster, and we were more louder, and we had a lot of fun with this game, and we hit really good, so that was a benefit. I would say there is somewhat pressure because all of the teams who remember us from last year just are like, oh, they won CIF, we're going to be gunning for them. But I feel like we will live up to the expectation, and I feel like we're doing really good this season so far. We always have practice after school Monday through Friday, and we practiced for 2.5 hours a day. We always focus and stay on point, and we always practice what we need to work on from the games. I would just like to give a shout out to the entire team for always having fun, always having faith in me, and just always having my back. I love them.
Here's another nutty softball score for you. How does South 17 Morningside 0 sound? These scores are crazy. The Spartans are now 11-4 overall, 3-0 in league play. And check out this smiling softball squad. They are the gals of Bishop Montgomery, and they too won. Albeit the score was a bit more tame than the previous ones. The Lady Knights beat St. Genevieve 3-1. They are now 4-4 overall, 2-2 in league. In baseball, Pioneer League play has officially begun, and to start it all off, Torrance grabbed the W over North 7-1. Then a few days later, the Tartars completed the sweep over North 13-7. They are now 7-4-1 overall, 2-0 in league play. Speaking of the Saxons, the Sports Desk recently spent time with North's boys tennis team. You know I love my tennis, and as you'll see through the work ethic and team spirit of these guys, so do they. Oh, and they won the day we were there too. We hit up the North courts as the Saxons took on Esperanza and won 12-6. Now, this team has a decent record so far. As of now, they are 6-5 overall, although 0-1 in league. But despite that last stat, this squad is dialed in and ready to get to work.
I'm looking forward to definitely winning a lot of our matches, beating a lot of our league teams, and hopefully winning league finals. And I think we have a pretty good chance of it. Oh, well, we have our stretches, our talks, like our motivational talks, like we got to beat this team, we got to win, and then we warm up, and then we have another talk just before we play, just to make sure that we get our game started well and that we play good today or any of the days. I just mentally tell myself that, you know, if you hit a bad shot, that's not the end of the world. Just make sure you play your game, and your mind is your teammate, so you want to have a good teammate, so you have a good positive mindset, you'll do good in the game.
We usually do a lot of drills after school, and then we always play matches. Like, I played a match yesterday with Coach, and then it was pretty fun. There was one time where I tried to dive for a ball, but I ended up scraping my hand, but I didn't even get the point, but it was really fun. I just hope to get to CIF with my team and just have fun, you know.
We pretty much have the physical talent. It's just a lot of times of making sure that their minds are in the right spot to go out and compete. Basically just getting them mentally prepared to go out and perform for that event. As a collective team, we've done pretty good and, you know, probably exceeded a lot of people's expectations. We have a kid, Alan Tanaka, who's our singles player, and he's undefeated at this moment, like 29-0. So we have a lot of highlights just as a team, you know, in whole. Want to make sure that, you know, everybody goes out and plays their hardest, and, you know, we do the best that we can.
And as the insanity that is March Madness continues, I hope everyone's brackets are looking good. We too are still feeling the basketball love around here. The All-CIF Division honors were just announced, and a few of Torrance's own made the list. For the boys, Bishop Montgomery seniors Gianni Hunt and Josh Vasquez made the first team All-CIF Open Division, while Will Crawford and Nick Schrader landed on the second team. As for the girls, 3 cheers to Bishop's Kayla Padilla and Kayla Williams. They too were recognized, making the first team All-CIF Open Division. Plus, from Ambassador High, 10th grader Luke Sevier made the All-CIF Southern Section Division 5A list. Speaking of the Lions, funding future athletes and their schooling is a top priority for the staff at Ambassador. Recently, the school held their 7th annual Legacy Dinner entitled Moving Mountains. From the penthouse suite at the Doubletree by Hilton, Ambassador supporters gathered to raise money for this private school, its sports program, and scholarships. Okay, coming up on the Sports Desk, I pay a visit to Torrance's Olympus Board Shop, and somehow I wound up all geared up with somewhere to go, as in a mountain with snow. Stay tuned.
Bring it. Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Okay, Mom wants us home.
Okay, bye guys.
You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah. All right, how about some one-on-one? I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later. That's it.
Welcome back to the Sports Desk. Lesley Robins here. Olympus Board Shop right here in Torrance is one of those cool shops that your parents went to get their snow gear. Now you go there, your friends go there. It's a sweet local spot where people from all over the country flock to get all of their snowboarding needs. I just had to check this place out and put their stuff to the test. I am now inside Olympus Board Shop with the owner and boss man, as they call you, Jeremy Godokis.
That's me.
You like boss man?
I like boss man, yeah. That's kind of new this year, but yeah, sounds more authoritative, you know?
You guys have been around for a very long time in Torrance, kind of a mom and pop shop. Tell me the history of this place.
So, yeah, the history of this place is, you know, I grew up in this town and skateboarding and a little bit of surfing, but a lot of skateboarding, and then the natural thing was to progress into snowboarding. Eventually, I picked up a job at a real old school mom and pop shop over in Manhattan Beach and worked there for 5 years, and then eventually just decided, you know, and I mean, I was really young. I was only 23 years old, and I figured, you know, I might as well give it a shot, and here we are, 20 years later.
Now, word of mouth is how people find you. You have a reputation in town for being the place to get your boards.
Yeah, that's what I hear. That's good. That's always been our best. I mean, all the modern tech with all Yelp and Instagram and all the social media stuff. Honestly, like the core of our shop has always been, you know, just focusing hugely on customer service, and that just leads to word of mouth. So. And
you talk about your customers. Obviously, you probably had kids in their 20s and 30s, then they get married, and now you're kind of fitting their kids for boards.
Even my manager, Gino, who's back there hiding out, started off as a customer, and actually his dad popped in one day and said, "Hey man, my son's looking for some work," and so eventually he, you know, wow, 12 years later, yeah. So that's actually one of the coolest things is to literally see little kids coming in, and then they eventually are becoming teenagers, and they're coming in by themselves, and then next you know they're coming in with their kids. It's crazy, yeah, what happens in 20 years.
I am from New York, a skier at heart. I love skiing.
Oh!
Bum, bum, bum.
Nobody told me that.
Yeah, you knew that. I kind of filled you in a little bit. I'm a skier. How do people like have the idea, I'm gonna try boarding? Or are there people that just start boarding and have never skied? Yeah,
absolutely, both. In this neck of the woods, all the old school guys that grew up here, they all surf or skate. I mean, this is this whole town, the South Bay, Hermosa Beach, Redondo Beach, Torrance, it's definitely a surf and skateboard influenced society. Right. I mean, people's lives revolve around that. And so even skiers that grew up surfing, all of them eventually tried snowboarding at some point in time, because the surfing and the snowboarding and the skateboarding all tie in together very much. They're all so influenced by each other. It even extends into skiing a little bit. But honestly, the surfing and snowboarding and skateboarding all is so similar that if you do any one of those things, they're all going to help the other one. You know, so old school skiers eventually tried snowboarding. Kids that grew up skateboarding and surfing, a lot of times never even tried skiing.
Well, I am going to be one of those old school skiers that tries to snowboard. I'm going to get a board, go to Mountain High.
Mountain High, we love it. So close. So what's the other thing they say? So close, so fast, something? Yeah, great. Just the local mountains.
No, so slow. So slow.
So slow.
So slow.
Slow once you get there, but fast to get there. So it's one of the local mountains that's the most accessible for sure.
Okay, so I'm here. Tell me what happens. I've never snowboarded before. Hi, Jeremy. I'm a new customer. I would like to try this snowboarding thing out.
All right. So yeah, so the way it works is you come in and you would typically fill out a rental agreement. Once you get that all done, boom, fast, easy. Then what we do is we start you off with getting you sized up with the boots. So what size shoe do you wear?
7.
7, women's 7.
Women's 7.
Okay, cool. So that's going to translate into this boot right here. It's a 24.5, and let's go ahead and try it on. What you're looking for is a comfortably snug fit so that you're going to have ankle support and your foot's going to stay nice and warm. So let's slip this on, and just for a little bit of information, it seems to be that a lot of people's left foot is bigger than the right foot, so we typically start with the left foot. Let's get you a nice pair of snowboard socks. Snowboard socks are a blend of merino wool and a little bit of polyester, so it tends to keep your feet dry and The main thing about a good snowboard sock is it doesn't creep on down, so that all day long you're having to dig in your boot and pull it up. And so we got these nice Dakine socks, and let's break these out.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and kind of kick your heel back a little bit so you can get the toe away from the end. All right.
That's comfortable.
Nice, nice. Yeah. And then this is the BOA system. This is another nice feature that makes beginning days for snowboarders nice. You simply just spin these dials, and instead of having to tug on regular laces in the cold weather, you just snug those up. And that should kind of lock your heel down and give you all the ankle support you could ever need. The next step after the boots is let's get you sized up with a board. You want to typically keep it a little bit under the chin. Chin high is okay, but a little bit under the chin is good for beginning. And then as you get better, some people will go a little bit longer. But let's see here. We got you. We got a 138 and we got a 144. These are brand new this year, believe it or not. Brand new arbor boards. For day one, let's start you with something nice and small, a couple inches below the chin. That is you, 138. Yeah. The last thing would be to grab some bindings. We'll go ahead and mount these on the board after we measure you out. So what we're gonna do next is actually measure out the width of your stance. We're gonna eventually set you up, put the bindings on the board based on a stance that is perfect for your needs. Okay. All right, so that's gonna put you at a 19.0 inch stance. And a lot of people don't know if they are regular foot or goofy. And that's the next thing we need to figure out is whether you're regular foot, which is where you would have your left foot in front, or whether you're goofy foot, which is where you would stand with your right foot in front. So imagine you were gonna have to run and you were gonna have to slide across an icy pond and your life depended on it. Would you run and go with your left foot in front, or would you run and go with your right foot in front? Life depends on it. Instinct.
I'm thinking about being on a board and I instinctively go like this.
Yeah?
Yeah, not this. This feels like I'm
Life depends on it. Icy Lake.
This way.
All right, we're back to regular.
Yeah.
Cool, let's do it.
Yeah, do it. Let's do it.
Next, we got to mount a board, get it all set up, and she'll be ready to head for the hills.
Yeah. Is there a snowboarding word for yeah?
Ready to shred.
Ready to
shred.
Ready to shred.
Here we go.
Let me just say, I feel like an official snowboarder now. Look at this.
Ready to shred the gnar.
The who? I got the gear on. You guys rent this stuff too.
Yep, board, boots, bindings. We rent the pants and the jackets and the helmets, the goggles. You gotta buy, you gotta invest in those, but you don't want to damage your eyes. So other than that, we got you covered.
What is it?
Yeah, that right there.
This?
She's ready to go fast.
Slow.
Fast.
Slow. Slow. Mountain High, here I come. What's up, guys? I am here at Mountain High. I am completely Olympus board shopped. Oh, I have no clue what I'm doing, but I'm gonna learn. Teacher JC, you got this. What's up, guys? I did your gear proud. Woo! What a blast. And thank you to Mountain High for having me up there in Wrightwood, Cali, and showing me the ropes. I'm pretty confident I'm going to stick to skiing, but it was pretty neat to try this snowboarding thing out. One footnote, no anchor was harmed while making that segment. Okay, coming up, a local hotspot for hitters throws a party. Plus, we've got softball and soft furry dogs. What could be bad? Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Sports Desk. Lesley Robins here. Torrance's own Hitter's House recently threw a home run of a shindig. And given the facility's specialty, you know the Sports Desk just had to attend.
What we're doing is we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary and trying to throw a party for the community, our members, and just people who have really helped us out along the way. Hitter's House is experiential retail for baseball and softball. What that means is anyone who's coming in to look for any kind of baseball or softball equipment, for the most part we have that here. We've curated it into this space. Experiential means that you can actually experience those products prior to purchase. So you're able to bring in any of your own equipment into our space, or you're able to try out any of ours. So we have really great solutions for hitters of all ages, all skill levels, both baseball and softball, as we are really a community-based store. So we're just kind of throwing a little shindig. We're also launching Art of Sport, which is a brand new body care line. It is a fantastic line for athletes, and we're honored to be their first retail store that's going to have them in store. Otherwise, they're available online.
This is pretty much not your conventional regular batting cages. So what's really nice about this is me and my son always comes here, and they have real baseballs in there compared to the regular like rubber plastic dimpled balls. So you get the actual full effect of the cages. Got some hacks in the cages, and then he had a game. So we went to the game, and now we're back here and got a couple more hacks. Now we're here for the party for a little bit.
Definitely really cool because I love this place, and like you just like know you can come here and just like hit whenever you want. They're awesome. They always help me with everything, and they make me feel welcome here. Erin is definitely like, I knew she was going to be my best friend since day one because she's so sweet, energetic. She's just so nice, and she was the one that actually showed us everything here, and she explained everything very well, and then we seemed like we wanted to come, so we came, and then we tried it out, and we just loved it ever since.
People come in, they want to work, they want to get their hacks in, just talking it up about baseball. It's pretty fun. When I used to play baseball, I used to love using Marucci gear, Marucci bats. Just a good brand overall. I could always count on them. The bats are really good. I just enjoy the whole company in general. We have reservations. People could call in and book. So basically, you can hit round by round, or we do have a cage back there for reservations.
Definitely swing by Hitter's House. It is awesome. They're located at the corner of Hawthorne and Delamo. Speaking of hitting, El Camino College's softball team recently hosted an event called Bark in the Park, which was all about sharing their love of dogs plus supporting local dog rescue. And they did so during a doubleheader. That's a win-win for everyone.
Seeing that both coaches are dog people, I'm a dog person, I'm a dog rescuer, I thought, wouldn't it be fun to have a softball game with dogs? So I came up with the idea of Bark in the Park. So many fans came out. Some of the girls' softball team came out with their dogs, their families. all the supporters of softball, we knew they were dog friendly. Some of the people from our office staff, people from the departments, other departments on campus came out and supported the team. I'm the volunteer coordinator for Southern California Bulldog Rescue, so I figured my rescue can be the first one to try out. I had a bunch of bulldogs come, and they all went in the outfield. We had a great time, and we had raffles and food, and almost every dog that was here today was a rescue dog that found a forever home. And that's what we're doing here, is bringing awareness to the fact that there's so many amazing dogs.
We're out here at the first bark in the park for SoCal Bulldog Rescue, kind of doing a meet the breed so everyone can see how great our dogs are and how different they can be. They can come in all different shapes and sizes. We're always looking for new foster homes because we have a lot of dogs in the rescue. I just have a love for the breed, and they're kind of misunderstood. So whenever we get a chance, we like to get out in the public and show them that this breed is a really great breed, a great family dog.
Can't go wrong ending on cute dogs. As for who won the softball games, Elko had to settle for a split that day at home. You win some, you lose some, but we'll always have the dogs. And that is going to do it for today's show. Really looking forward to seeing you back next week. In the meantime, be sure to stay in touch on social media, Twitter, Instagram. I'm at Lesley Mia. The show is at the SportsDesk TV. Tag us, find us on Facebook, send us an email. Keep in touch and take us behind your scenes. For everyone here at the SportsDesk, I'm Lesley Robins. Thanks for watching.